Just checking my phone. Checking my phone. We're watching you. That's an ominous message. That happened 8-8. How do we undo that? How ironic that right after that, we get a threatening message. Miss Rounders. Okay, before we continue, I just wanted to apologize for the end of last video. If I started to sound weird, that was because I was kind of sort of starting to feel faint, and then by the time I'd gotten it to a point where I could call it a full video, then I literally just laid down and fell asleep for a few hours. It might not be the healthiest thing in the world, but oh well. That just kinda happened out of the blue, and I probably should have killed that video earlier, but here we are. So, to level set us, we are trying to handle the Luca situation, where it does kind of make sense that in this timeline, Luca reacted with fear and tears and utter betrayal when we started talking about the Luca in this timeline being male in the original time world line. Especially when Makise Kurisu explained that Luca probably has a pretty strong crush on Okabe. So now we're going firmly down Luca's route to understand Luca's troubles and give us a chance to send an undue email, which we will not send because we want to see Luca's ending, naturally. And just saying that after Ferris's ending, pretty much confirmed my earlier suspicion that the endings for each character involve us doing something that is essentially irreversible. Sousa's ending, we went 1975, so we obviously don't have a time leap machine to do other time leaping. And in Ferris's ending, we take a rather drastic route, which that really drastically changed history. In a really inexplicable way. Thinking back on Ferris's route, all we really changed was, instead of just JK, we changed the ransom demand, right? Which shouldn't be that big of a change. But it let her father survive. And then I don't know what happened to the IBN 5100, but Okabe never got into science. He became a Rhinet battler. So enough about that. Time to wake up. It's nice and cool early in the morning, even though it's the middle of summer. Too bad the cicadas are already chirping. The sunlight's not too strong yet. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. I was up all night thinking about Lukako. And... Uh-oh. Mayuri enters the room and looks at me with a disapproving pout. Oh. She didn't say doo-doo. It's rare to see her in such a bad mood. You happened. Very direct. She gives me a glare that's more cute than frightening. She's trying, though. She's never been very good at getting angry. Mayuri puffs out her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me. You! Well, I mean, okay, guilty as charged, but...
なぜそれを
Luca... Oh. Those two are close friends. I should have known Lukaku would go to Mayuri first.
マユリには関係ないことだ。これは対機関に関わる重大な機密事項。
Except it does now because it made Luka cry. Exactly. You tell me. This is the first time I've ever seen Mayuri so angry. Damn. I'm not sure how to deal with this, honestly. I did it to save you. But I can't say that. I don't have it in me to tell this innocent girl that she's fated to die in just 2 days. Think of it, was it a mistake to tell Lukako about Mayuri's murder? I did make sure to tell Lukako not to breathe a word about it. Oh? She's sharp, even though she never seems to be thinking anything. Remember, Mayushi can help with things that Chris-chan can't. Oh. Oh. Here comes Kyoba.
やれやれだな、マユリよ。この俺が悩みだと。バカも休み休み言え。この俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティスト、鳳凰院京馬だぞ。この俺に悩みなどない。あるのはただ混沌への渇望と野心のみだ。
Can't tell me. I can't. Even if Mayuri hates me for it. Whoa. Something important. What? Okabe-san, I have something important to talk to you about. Please come to the shrine when you can. I'll be waiting, please. Told her everything yesterday, including about Mayuri's death. Perhaps after sleeping on it, she finally decided to believe my story?
Yes.
I get up from the sofa. Oh.
これからルカ子のところに行ってくる。
本当？謝りに行くの？だったらマユシーも。
This is private.
お前について来られるといろいろ面倒になる。
hand on Mayuri's shoulder.
留守番を頼む。
Need to take care of the lab while I'm gone. Mayuri's shoulders droop. She looks sad for some reason, but she lets me go. When we reach the shrine, I find Lukako standing alone in the courtyard. She's dressed in regular clothes instead of her Miko garb. She still hasn't noticed me. Lukako stands still in the silent courtyard. The only movement comes from the trees swaying in the summer breeze. It's like a scene from a movie. We've definitely tripped over a romance flag. I stop and watch in fascination. Finally, Lukako turns around. Whoa. Our eyes meet. Oh my. That smile. I awkwardly clear my throat and walk toward him. Her. Lukako bows her head.
来てくれたんですね。ありがとうございます。
We stare at each other in silence. Crap, this is awkward. I can't stand the silence, so I try to start the conversation.
マユリに何を話した？
すみません。でもこんなことまゆりちゃんにしか相談できなくて。
どこまで話したのかという意味だ。
ほとんどは内緒にしました。まゆりちゃんが死んじゃうっていうこととかも。
Oh, good. Would have made the conversation kind of awkward. That's a relief.
まだ冗談だと思っているのか。
Lukako shakes her head. She believes me?
大事な話というのはニャンダ将官が
Yeah? I'm trying to be gentle, but for some reason I wind up talking like Ferris. I really don't know how to deal with Lukako right now that she's a girl.
あの
Lukako takes a deep breath as if to prepare herself. Her face is turning red for some reason. Oh no, we're in the romance route. She opens her mouth to speak, then closes it again. This continues for several cycles. What's wrong with her? She's trying to confess. Her tension is getting to me. My heart starts pounding like an alarm bell. Ka-thump, ka-thump, doki, doki.
僕は
お
お願いが。
Wait for it.
岡部さんが昨日
Oh,
言ったこと信じます。
oh.
そうか。
Huh. So she's willing to go back to being a guy, even though I hurt her feelings? Well, now you're jumping to conclusions there a little, but for her to believe me in spite of that makes me pretty happy. At least belief is a start. But something strange about Lukiko. She still winds up looking pretty tight. In fact, it's gotten worse, and now she looks on the verge of tears.
それでどこに戻る代わりに
Oh, that was not what I was looking for. Oh, B for backlog. Exchange? She wants something in return? Wasn't expecting this.
京都明日まゆりちゃんが危ないことになる前まででいいですから
What? What is she talking about? My throat goes dry. I'm so tense and I don't know why.
になってください
んよく聞こえなかったんだがもう一度頼む
Lukiko's voice was even softer than ever. So soft that I couldn't hear her from there. No good. Still can't hear her.
はっきりと言ってほしい俺にできることなら何
Are
で
you
もする
sure, Okabe?
恋
Getting closer.
なんだって
恋人になってください
What? Boyfriend? Takes me a while to process the word. Meanwhile, Lukiko starts squirming and fidgeting. She refuses to look me in the eye. My heart is pounding. What's going on? What did she say to me? Boyfriend. 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 She wants me to be her boyfriend until tomorrow? What?
なぜだ
Cause she likes you, you dumbass. But thinking I asked the worst possible question. Lukiko curls up even smaller. Oh, aw.
だからです
Her voice is as small as the buzzing of a mosquito, but it has all the courage she can muster. I feel my heart tighten at those words. Silence. More silence. Wait just a second. This is too sudden. I mean, maybe it's not sudden exactly. I've known about Lukiko's feelings since yesterday, when Kurisu told me about the romance flag. But still, I didn't think it would come to this. Mind goes blank. I can't think straight. Lukiko hangs her head, waiting for my answer. She looks so cute and innocent. I feel myself drawn to... No! No. That's wrong. That's just wrong. I am not attracted to Luka.
考えさせてくれ2分いや5分だけ時間をくれ
I turn and flee like a scared rabbit. Oh, so embarrassed I can't look back. 10 minutes later, I get back to the lab. Mayuri's eating a red bean bun.
オカリンどうだった
Terrible. How are
ち
you?
ゃんとルカちゃんに謝ってきたかな
I may have broken her heart again.
そうだなジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンをレンジでチンして D メールはつまり ABC とすなわち電子レンジはバラ十字団の思想を受け継ぐ騎士たちの錬金術が生み出したものでありチンとなる音こそが洗脳装置で実はチンとなる意味なども
What? What? You okay, bro? King Burger. Secret society founded in 17th century Germany by Christian Rosenkreuz, a practitioner of alchemy and black magic. Huh. I guess you could say Ocarine is Brokarine. I mutter incoherently as I set up the time leap machine. I'm leaping away from my feelings.
少しだけ戦略的
How far do I go? As far as I can, yeah, that's it. Far away from here. Jump all the way back to August 11th, the time limit of the time leap machine's range. Are you serious? I guess you're serious. Okay, you're getting away from this timeline where you fucked up so badly. Wow. Okay. I guess we have... When I'm done, Kurisu is standing before me, fiddling with the phone wave. Name subject to change is wiring.
気が散るからこっち見んな。何度言わせんのよ。
She's still working on the time leap machine upgrade. I know I shouldn't interrupt her, but there's nobody else I can rely on.
お前を天才脳科学者と見込んで話がある。
手短に。
柳林神社に一緒に来てほしい。
理由を言って。デートとか言うつもりなら断る。
この俺がデートなどという軟弱なものをするわけがないだろう。ましてやその相手が女子とか冗談もほどほどにしてくれ。
She's glaring like she's gonna kill me. Let's leave the jokes aside for now.
つまり男の脳と女の脳の違いについてだ。
わけわからん。
What? I briefly explained my situation and what happened with Lukako before I leaped. How many times have I explained this to Kurisu now? Now we have the incomprehensible explanation of, I was scared that I liked a girl who was who used to be a guy, and now I left. Back through time.
岡部さんと牧瀬さん、今日はお参りですか？
Oops, sorry, Luca. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Not exactly.
実は漆原さんに話があるの。
This is the strategy I thought up. Its name is Operation Christina. Very creative. Lukako reacts differently to me. I already know she'll have a breakdown if I tell her she's a guy. She's not too familiar with Kurisu, and they're both girls, so it should be easier if Kurisu tells her. That's why I persuaded Kurisu to handle it. Oh, boy. So I wait behind Kurisu and watch silently.
何でしょうか。
Lukako was shy. He was distant with me back when we first met. And I can see she's made a small wall between herself and Kurisu now, too. On the other hand, Kurisu's very calm, truly reliable. Kurisu puts on a gentle smile and begins her explanation.
男性と女性で脳の働きって全然違うって知ってた？
What? This is how we're opening? Hey.
男性は右脳が活発、女性は左脳が活発なの。
She's going in. I think she's going into business for herself.
ちなみに右脳は画像処理とか共感処理、あとは総合的な判断力なんかに使われる。左脳を使うのは言語、あと計算とかかな。
So us girls are smarter than you boys.
そうそう、右脳と左脳をつなぐ脳梁っていうのがあるんだけど、女性の場合はこれが発達してたりする。
Although after having to hear Okabe's explanation for why he time leaped this time, I would agree with her.
ほら、よく言うでしょ、女性は2つ以上のことを同時にできる。それは脳梁が発達してるからだっていう説なんだよね。
What the hell is she talking about?
まあこれはどっちかっていうととんでも科学に近い俗説であって、それほど信憑性が高いわけでもないんだけど、ちょっとだけ試してみてもいいかな。
What?
何をですか？あなたの脳が女性としてのパターンを示しているのか、男性としてのパターンを示しているのか、マッピングしてみたいの。マッピングって何ですか
Lukaku's clearly frightened.
脳波マッピング。あなたの脳波をサンプルとして取らせてもらうだけ。とにかく調べればわかるってね。ねえ、痛くしないから。嫌です。
I don't blame you.
ほんと大丈夫だから、私が保証するから。ほらほら。
お前はどこの変態親父か。
I lightly chopped Kurisu on the head. Boop.
何よ。
Oh.
ではない。何のためにここに来たのだ。ルカ子を怯えさせてどうする。
私はただ彼女に貴重な被験者として。
帰れ、この実験大好きっ子が。
ああ、そう。せっかく協力してあげたのにそういう扱いなわけだったら、言われた通りで帰る。あとはあんた一人で頑張りなさい。
Well, she tried. She tried? I'm not sure where exactly that was going, but... Okay. Kurisu leaves the shrine with squared shoulders, muttering darkly to herself.
マキセさんは何の話を。
つまりだな。
She was trying to handle things delicately in her own way. Do I have to explain it myself after all? Well, you scared your assistant off.
お前は本当は男なんだ。
The result is the same, of course. I hear the tweeting of small birds outside the window. It's morning now. It's nice and cool early in the morning, even though it's the middle of summer. Too bad the cicadas are already chirping. The sun's not too strong yet. It's the second time I've woken up like this, though the date was different this time, the first time. In any case, my mental state is exactly the same as back then. Through the front door, I hear someone stomping up the stairs. I jump up thinking it's Mocha, but then I realize who it is. Toot-doo-doo!
あ、いた。
Toot-doo-doo, motherfucker! Mayuri enters and greets me with a disapproving pout. Originally, Mayuri was supposed to stay over at the lab, but last night she got a call from someone and left in a hurry. She probably went to see Lukaku.
あのね、マユシーはオカリンにがっかりなのです。
Mayuri puffs out her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me. Of course. I sigh in frustration. Before I time leap, this happened on the 14th. Today is the 12th. Since I explained the situation to Lukaku early, looks like Mayuri's protest came early too.
オカリンってば、ルカちゃんを泣かせたでしょ。ルカちゃんに相談されたんだよ。男だったって言われたって。オカリン、なんでそんなひどいこと言ったの？
会いに行ってくるから案ずるな。
そうなの？よかった。オカリンが謝らないって言い出したらね、マユシーはオカリンと絶交するつもりだったんだ。
That note should come any minute now. Yep. It actually came. If we go to Yanabayashi's shrine now, Lukako will confess her love and ask me to be her boyfriend.
恋人になってください。
This time I thought ahead.
Christina! Christina!
Oh god. I start yelling at the development room and begin to hear the sounds of someone moving inside.
クリスちゃん、寝てるの？徹夜なんだから起こさない方がいいよ。
Christina, help me with my love life, because I'm a socially incompetent twit. I know, but I have to do this.
Christina! 起きてきてくれ!
I can't deal with my feelings.
うるさいな。
I was the one who was who early in the game was all did the whole, but he's a guy, this chick, when commenting on how attractive he was. And now when she's a girl, he's suddenly no, and I guess I'm not following. Oh, good morning. Kurisu comes out of the development room with sleepy eyes.
クリスちゃん、トゥットゥルー。
Christina gets a toot-toot. Last night she fell asleep at the desk. The sleeves of her clothes left a mark on her cheek. Her hair's frayed. Her eyes are red. She rubs those red eyes.
なんなの？
これから柳林神社に行く。お前もついてきてくれ。
Well, this could only go.
オペレーションクリスティーナ2だ。
15日。まだゆりちゃんが危ないことになる前まででいいですから。だからになってください。
Same as before. Only this time I have to be her boyfriend for 4 days instead of just 2. That's what you get for running away. I guess you could say it's a bold proposal. Fortunately, I came prepared. It's time to set Operation Christina 2 into motion. Why? Last time things got complicated when I added that experiment-loving girl to the conversation. This time I had her watch things from the shadows near the staircase.
すまん。ちょっとだけ待ってくれ。
Christina, give me advice for my love life. Turn my back to Lukako and call Kurisu. What do I do? She doesn't answer. Good. You're on your own. Idiot. Oh, I have to I have to advance that text. Sup, you filthy normal.
お前人の気も知らずに何がリア充だ。今のルカ子の話聞いていたか。
今北産業。
聞いてなかったのか。
この遠さじゃ聞こえるわけない。
告白15日まで。そしたら男に戻る。
把握。でも何をいちいち私に相談することがあるわけ？漆原さんの願いを叶えてあげればいい。
I'm glad Okabe has Christina and Mayuri to tell him the blatantly obvious things that his awkward ass should realize.
だけど相手
What about it? What's wrong with Luca?
どこが不満なの？
Thank you, Christina.
しかし音
Shut up!
元は男だったなんてのもあんたの妄想かもしれないし、私から見れば彼女は最初から彼女だった。
Yeah. You know for a fact that she's a girl. Through and through. Yeah, on a different world line, Lukako was a guy.
勘弁しなさいって。じゃあね。
あ、ま
She hung up. Good. Good.
あい何のた
Just
めに連れて
grant
きた
her
と
wish, you awkward asshole. What a useless assistant. She's not really useless, she just doesn't have time for stupidity. I stuck my phone in my pocket and head back to Lukako.
今の電話の相手って牧瀬さんですか？
Maybe.
ああ
You fucking awkward ass.
なんだか今の岡部さん
Having fun?
とても
どこがだ
Is pressure? Is she applying psychological pressure?
それで
Lukako fidgets restlessly.
さっきのお返事を
Please be my boyfriend. A 4-day trial relationship. Will those 4 days feel long or short? I mean, sure, Lukako is cute. She's very slender and delicate, especially around the waist, and her skin is bester. When Lukako was a guy, I occasionally found myself mesmerized by his girlish demeanor. Biologically, the current Lukako is a girl. Even if we do stuff, there shouldn't be a problem. Right. But still. I'm on a mission to change Lukako back into a guy. I need to accomplish that mission to save Mayuri. If I go out with a girl Lukako and fall in love with her, will I be able to treat Guy Lukako like I used to? If I forget he's a guy and lose my self-control, it could result in complicated. Going out with the current Lukako isn't the problem. I mean, I still have my reservations, but cuteness is justice, right? The real source of my hesitation is the thought of what happens afterwards. The problem isn't Lukako, but my own awkward heart. Besides, I'm supposed to be saving Mayuri, not going out on dates. On the other hand, Lukako's cooperation is essential to save Mayuri. I won't get anywhere if I reject Lukako and make her cry. For the sake of my goal, I must overcome the problems of my heart. I'll do it. I'll take Lukako's deal. If we're going to do this, I tell myself there's one rule that you must follow. You must not fall in love with Lukako. Even if it means trampling on her heart, you must not fall in love. Fall in love and you could end up walking the forbidden path. Yeah, I'm aware that this was a bit older, written a few years ago, and there's some taboo. But this doesn't exactly age well. Considering literally all the conflict about Lukako and Lukako's gender came from Okabe. So why should we not assume that the forbidden path, which in some cases not really too forbidden anymore, which is good, but obviously there are still people who look down on it. But I guess my point is, all of this conflict about Lukako is entirely in Okabe's head. Okabe is the problem here. Lukako is a guy. Don't you forget it. Just don't forget. Maybe this was written in a time when I'm not too aware of the societal implications of that sort of thing in Japan, where this would be a commonplace mindset. That if I fell in love with a guy, that would be a bad thing. And people would look down on me. Maybe it was. Maybe that's the disconnect here. Where it's just something that I don't personally see as a problem, but in the societal context, it would be a problem. I'll have to keep telling myself that to get through this. Just don't forget.
いいだろう。お前と付き合おう。15日の夕方までだが。
Tears immediately fall from Lukaku's eyes.
なぜ泣く？
Her face is red and her eyes are wet with tears, yet she's really happy. Seeing her like this, all shy and embarrassed but happy at the same time, makes me feel... Doki doki, she's too cute! Mustn't fall in love, but I'm about to. Why does every single one of her actions have to be so cute? She must be doing it on purpose. There's no other way. She's an agent of the organization. Lukaku's cuteness is the terror of the universe.
Okabe-san?
なんだ？
Lukaku wipes her tears away.
明日
Da? Date. What does she mean by da? She wants to learn the Dada. That art style.
デートに連れてってください。
Cue Okabe screech of terror in 3, 2, 1.
なんだと？
A date. Yes, Okabe. That's what that's what couples do when they decide to become couples. They go on dates. True, when a couple goes somewhere together, that's called a date. It would really be a dick move if I refused to go on a date right after we started going out. That would kind of defeat the purpose.
行くのは問題ないが、どこへ行く？
Understandably, he's probably a bit shit at this. It doesn't look like she's got a place in mind. Christina! Where do people go on dates? I don't know, Okabe. I've never been on a date. Got no time for
あな
love.
たの行きたいところに行きたいです。
I mean, last person I took out on a date, I mapped their brainwaves.
つまり岡部さんが好きな場所を
Oh, looks like we're going to the maid cafe. In other words, she wants me to decide for her. It's really unfair to be so cute. If it will forgive you for anything you say. I scratched my head in thought.
じゃあプランは明日までに考えておく。
Daru, what's a good date spot? For now, I just want to get out of the sickeningly sweet atmosphere that's brewing. We arrange to meet tomorrow morning. Then I quickly leave the shrine behind. Breathe a sigh of relief at the sparsity of pedestrians on Mansebashi Bridge.
それで
Uh-oh. Kurisu is walking behind me. She was completely useless.
結局付き合うことになったの？まあ漆原さんのリアクション見てたらなんとなく予想はつくけど。
お前見ていたのか？
岡部が見てろと言ったんだろ。
Oh yeah. I was expecting her to give me advice. Guess I should have known better. Well, I mean, look at what you asked her to do. Just give you... That's, I mean, come on. What do you expect her to do?
明日デートだそうだ。
Yeah? Kurisu makes a small nasal sound. She hasn't been making eye contact.
狂気のマッドサイエンティストさんって女子高生とデートしたりするのね。ちっとも狂気じゃない。
It is to me! Dating is insanity! How do you date? Help me, Kurisu. Damn you, Kurisu. Must you always be so cynical? Let's just ignore her and get to the lab. Just as I quicken my pace, she grabs my shoulder and pulls me back. I almost fall down back. Jeez, what?
何をする？
Don't break her heart.
ごめん。ちょっとイライラしてて言い方がきつくなった。
We did wake you up for this, so that's understandable. Kurisu doesn't tell me what she's irritated about. Instead, she starts rubbing her temples.
あんたはマユリを助けるためにこの選択をしたのよね。
Change
私
your
の考
way
え
of
方が切り替える。
Change your way of thinking?
で、明日デートするにしてもプランはあるの？
Date plans. No. Told Lukaku I'd come up with something by tomorrow. I have no clue. So far, I've made no progress. Can't help but feel uneasy about the whole thing, even though I'm doing it to save Mayuri.
どうなのよ。
Of course I don't. This calls for holding Kyoma.
助手よ。お前に一言言ってアイザック・ニュートンと同じ IQ170 に生まれついたこの俺法王院京馬は狂気のマッドサイエンティスト
So you have no plans.
それで
当然マッドサイエンティストである以上興味があるのは女よりも研究である世界を陰で操る支配構造の破壊混沌の創造であり
どう見ても童貞です。本当にありが今のは聞かなかったことにして。
Oh, okay.
この女子風情がよくもつけつけと真実をついてくれたな許さない絶対にだ大体そういうお前はどうなのだ俺に講義を垂れるほどにデート経験は豊富なのか
Oh, busted. I don't miss Christina's grimace.
それ見ろお前だって勉強や研究に明け暮れてそういった経験はゼロなのだろ遠いアメリカの地で寂しい青春時代を送ってきたのだろ
Okabe, you baka.
うるさいバージンで悪いか
Busted. Oh boy.
秋葉の中心でバージンを叫ぶ18歳天才少女か
I would be surprised to see it plastered across the blogosphere. Thankfully, it's early morning, but there are still a few pedestrians grinning at Kurisu. Oh no!
そう帰るわ
Kurisu starts to hurry away.
女の子との初デートで重要なのは相手に与える印象をいかに良くするかである。
Scientifically speaking, this is how you date.
不潔な格好は論外。特に髪はきちんと散髪すること。長髪は汚らしく見えるので NG。 服装に関してもぴったり合ったサイズのものを着ていくこと。特に秋葉系の男子は大きめのサイズの服を好んで着ている傾向にあるが、これはだらしなく見えるのでよくない。
Why exactly am I in a maid cafe getting date advice from my younger assistant, who is also a girl?
初デートではお互いに緊張していることもあって会話が途切れがち。重要なのは会話のキャッチボール。
Conversation
一
catch.
方的に話すだけでは相手が楽しいはずがない。特に女性は会話をするのが大好きなので、むしろ男性は女性の話を聞く側に回ってあげるべき。
Girls especially. Yep.
ただ聞くだけではなく、きちんと相槌を打つことが必要。そうすることで女性は話をちゃんと聞いてくれる人だと思うはず。
The art of the conversation.
つまり、いつも通りの岡部じゃ全く話にならないってことね。
Oh. Burn.
とりあえず普通に喋ることから始めないと。あ、例のバカっぽい高笑いは当然禁止ってこと。そもそもあんたって女の子に優しくないのよね。普段の物言いが尊大すぎる。というか偉そうでムカつく。電波妄想も垂れ流すし。
I mean, you're not wrong.
デートマニュアル本を音読しているだけの文在で上から目線はやめろ、このメリケン少女めが。
As neither of us knows anything about romance, we're studying out of a dating man. We're studying out of a dating manual we bought on the way here.
誰がメリケン少女だ。
お前以外に誰
Oh, that's good. Oh, God.
はいはい、童貞オツ。知ってる？一度も侵入を許していない砦は頼もしくて、一度も侵入に成功しない兵士は頼りないっていう格言。
それは格言じゃない。
That's not.
というか低レベルな争いにおいて勝ち誇るな。
確かに。なんだか虚しくなってきた。でもこのデートマニュアルって結構面白いこと書いてあるな。
The science of dating. Kurisu flips through the manual on top of the table.
自分はさりげなく車道側を歩くとか、女の子にお金を出させるのは現金とか。いい？これ明日のデートで全部守らないとダメよ。
Pay for everything. I wonder if I can really be that careful.
あとは清潔なハンカチを持っていくこと。女の子が公園のベンチに座るときはすぐに広げてあげること。
Okay, what? How old is this manual?
俺は世話係ではない。
そう書いてあるんだからしょうがないでしょ。
Then do what the book says. We gotta listen to the book, Okabe.
ご飯
Yeah.
は立ち食いそばとかファーストフードは避ける。ファミレスがボーダーライン。それ以上は自分の財布の中身と相談して。
Family restaurant would be a nice place.
ファミレスがボーダーライン。
Where are the family restaurants in Akiba?
待ち合わせ場所には最低15分前には来ておくこと。遅刻厳禁。
Unacceptable.
15分前到着。
あとはデートコースね。映画館とか美術館、街をブラブラ歩く食事っていうのが無難だし。
Art galleries in Akiba?
なるほど。意外と地味なんだな。
Level up?
俺はてっきり初デートというぐらいだから、夕焼けの綺麗なリゾート風海岸へ行き、そこでファーストキスを交わさなければならないのかと。
What? Where did you get that impression?
あ、それすごくロマンチック。じゃなくて童貞思考全開だな。ドラマや漫画の見過ぎ。
お前もな。
ちなみに相手は未成年なんだから、ホテルに連れ込もうなんて不潔なこと考えないでよ。
Don't worry, we've firmly resolved to have no hanky-panky. It was part of his guy speech. That way lie forbidden lusts. Not to mention, Lukako's such an innocent girl. If I brought her to a hotel, she'd probably faint from shock.
ま、ざっとこんなところね。どう？私のレクチャー少しは役に立った？
She'd shriek in terror, and then the viral attackers would come and beat the shit out of Okabe. Just because. I kind of want 4 degrees Celsius to make a pointless cameo somewhere else down the line, just for the hell of it. Just because he's a fucking ridiculous character.
お前のレクチャーではなく、マニュアル本のレクチャーだろ。
Well, yeah, I gotta deliver the material from the manual. Anyway, strolling around town counts as a date, huh? In that case, I don't have to waste money.
にゃにゃ。今日は誰かとデートするのかにゃ。
Ferris comes to our table carrying drinks. Oh, thank you, Ferris. Okabe didn't become a mad scientist for Mayoshi's sake, right? Maybe it's irresponsible of me to say you don't have to act like a bad guy. Oh. Is that because of something I sent to... No, it still didn't retain that mail I got from her.
お待たせしました。アイスコーヒーになりますにゃ。
Usually, she pours in milk and syrup right in front of me. Kirisu watches this with great interest. I guess this is her first time at a maid cafe.
デート相手はマヨシーかにゃ。
Nope. Ferris winks at me playfully while stirring Kurisu's iced coffee.
なぜそこで参りが出てくるのだ？
はにゃ。違うのかにゃ。じゃあ。
Ferris looks at Kurisu.
この子なのにゃ。
いや、こいつは助手だ。
I don't date my assistant. Oh, well, we shot her down so easily, man. Kurisu and I exchange glances sharper than a sword's blade. I swear, sparks are flying.
じゃあ別の子なのにゃ。今日待ってはいろんな子に手を出しすぎだにゃ。
Tomcat. Can I just say for...
いろんな子に手を出しすぎなのか。
Uh-oh. Do I need to give you the book again? Okabe?
何をバカ。
Well, I guess I did hug Ferris. That was on the 14th. So by the time it took 12, it was undone. Shake off a pang of loneliness and return to the conversation. Oh, date time. Next day finds me strolling around Akiba with Lukaku. Alright, Okabe. I am going to cut this off here, and next time we will properly go on a date. Because goddamn. Can I just say, for the record, how weird it is that we've gone from Ferris's, I guess, quote-unquote, route, which was a card game anime, to a Lukaku's route, a dating anime. This is... I don't know what to think of this. I mean... I wonder what's going to be next. Once we manage to undo Luca's email. Unfortunately, we have to. But... Can I just also say, on a more serious note, the matter of wishes coming true, we framed our D-mail testing in what I would essentially call the first half of the game. In the matter of granting wishes for people. And, Although the Suzuha was just stop her from leaving. So we can, one, help her find her dad, and two, spend time with her. Get to know her. While we're going around undoing this, and even though no memory of these persists, it's, as we're undoing these, we seem to be also granting wishes in the process. I mean, with Suzuha, we found her father before she left. I don't know if we resolved that when we sent the... I don't think we did when we sent the email in the past. To make her leave on the 9th. But still, we at least got her a reunion with her father. With Varys, we got to at least... in undoing her father's undeath, we got to change her last words to her father. So even if she isn't aware of it, still her last words to her father were not something hurtful. Now with Luca, we're clearly, obviously, her boyfriend. I'm not sure where this is going, but we will see next time. Until then,